There. That's a golden. Wait, the number of deaths is significantly lower in this one. This is probably... I don't know what's going to be the harder between 7C and 8C. Legitimately, those are the two that I'm most worried about, though, of the C-sides. Like, 3C is gonna be hard. So apparently there's a skip there. Okay, this room's gonna be a little bit of a choke point for me, personally. For the main purpose of... this level, I'm not great at feathers. Like, I've done GM level feathers before. I mean... KTS has feathers. Oh. Like, KTS has feathers. Oh, okay. And now we're on to the room which I do not remember the strat for. Okay, right, I remember the beginning, kinda. Okay, I remember. There is a speedrun route that is slightly faster, but I don't know it. I should have went for just a few frames longer. Oh, if I dashed a little earlier that time. Okay, 2C is actually kind of difficult. Not, like, proper difficult. Paint GM. Oh, right, okay, I see what you're supposed to do there. The funny thing with 6C is it's the only C-side with more than 4 screens. With basically four screens. Like, it doesn't actually have 4 screens, but... With how the screens are structured. I want to see if I can do a bumper. Okay. No. For safety purposes. Oh. I see what you're supposed to do. Oh, if you get big boost each time, okay. Is it designed such that getting a big boost is actually doable? I mean, Vanilla is not designed around the big boosts. this is one where I probably should do another one, but I did a casual. Let's see if we can do this non-casually pretty quick. Aw, okay. I'll do another. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more cash run. Cash run. That sounds British. Oh, and then I have to turn around. Okay, right. I forgot. That second feather's gonna be the killer here. Oh, I love the almost like the rock nature of this. Part of why the 6B is one of the best levels in vanilla. Okay. Already to deathless that section. That's pretty good. Already to deathless third screen. Okay, that's real good, actually. Okay. So one of the ways I know why the internet's out is that. Oh right, no, I don't want a big boost here. Like the end of the third screen, big boost. Start of the first screen, small boost. Huh. Interesting. Chapter 6 has 3 gimmicks. 3 new gimmicks to the game. Interesting. I don't believe there's many levels that have that many. Let's see, new gimmicks. Chapter 9 has the jellyfish and the pufferfish. Ah, wasn't holding forward and so didn't get the boost. Has the puffers and jellyfish and so it's technically the wave dash. That's a movement technique. That doesn't count as a gimmick. Gimmicks are stuff like the bumpers, the zippers, the dream locks, the battle and chasers, battle and boss fight, that type of stuff. Gimmicks are things that you platform around. Tech is stuff that you do, you know? And you can do tech with that type of stuff. Like, you can do tech with bumpers. There's bumper tech. There's feather tech. There's pufferfish and jellyfish tech. But tech, I wouldn't call tech, like, I wouldn't call tech that you get taught in the various levels gimmicks. Part of the gimmick. Like, the gimmick in the Chapter 2 sides is, the dream block. Not in Chapter 2B's doesn't really have a unique gimmick. In fact, I don't believe any of the B or C sites have unique gimmicks. Which is kind of interesting. I mean, I suppose the closest is the fact that 8B and C both have, 8B and C both have... I was running out anyway, but... Okay, you need to practice that feather. Let's go practice that feather. Filler screens are such an interesting concept. Because I get them. Like, they make a lot of sense because the camera needs to move from one screen to another. This was actually one of the harder screens in this level. Though obviously my skill level was a little bit higher when I played 6C. Oh right, that's why you need to keep the dash. I was like, huh? Also, I really like Bino Clip shenanigans. Like, do I think they're fair? I think there's something you shouldn't do in a first playthrough of the level. But doing them in like a golden or a speedrun, I think is perfectly fair. Because they don't get rid of the difficulty, they mitigate some of it. Like, people online are like, okay, one of my favorite arguments is the argument about whether DMR is a virtuosic map. By virtuosic being difficulty above GM, or directly above GM. There being Virtuoso and Celestial. Okay, now we need to get this room a few times in a row. But, in my opinion, like, you can't, a level can't be on the hard, like, a level isn't on the hard list unless it is unless it is a decently difficult virtuosic level. Now, that doesn't mean that or at least it has enough difficulty in its virtuosic section to count qualifying. A lot of the one-star maps are like that, where they're not purely virtuoso. A lot of those levels aren't purely virtuosic. They are, like, I think Mob is the first pure, and even then, Mob isn't. Like, some people are like, Mob's the only, like, actually virtuosic level, and it's like, no it isn't! Sorry, but, like, it takes a while to get to any screen that requires any skills being on GM. Now, it does require some really hard stuff, like it requires Delayed Ultras, which definitely, like, it requires Delayed Ultras in a very particular type of Delayed Ultra, the way they uses them in an interesting manner. I mean, that's how I define, like, like, a lot of people are like, okay, separating tech by will be silly, and it's like, no, it isn't. If a tech is being used in, like, demo hypers are not inherently a GM tech. Like, demo hypers aren't inherently GM. They're about as hard as supers, as their super competitive. But, you know, a lot of the more interesting things you can do with a demo hyper, like demo hypers through spikes, like that type of stuff. Like, that stuff is not is like I would call GM. And I wouldn't want to see that in a advanced difficulty level. Like, I don't know if it would be a bad thing, but all the more interesting things. Same with corner kicks. Corner kicks aren't that difficult. But to use them in an interesting way, like you want to do multiple corner kicks in a row, you want to do relatively setupless ones, you want to use them in a way that's interesting, then corner kicks are GM tech. But yeah, like that's like my POV, of course, my opinion. I don't know. And that's why, like, the tech I label as this tech is a virtuosic tech. Tech that I wouldn't want, like, you could see in lower difficulties, but those being subpixel manipulation, C-pops, delayed ultras, double corner boosts, reverse corner boosts, and half stamina climb. Now, some of those are actually properly, like, if you saw them at a level that's supposedly lower difficulty, you'd be like, why is this here? Half stamina climb, for example, is definitely one that you wouldn't... Like, delayed ultras, especially if they're very similar to an ultra, in terms of when you do the corner boost. Or, like, for example, there's other varieties of delayed ultra. Like, for example, there's an advanced map in Strawberry Jam, Starlight Station, that uses a really basic variety of delayed ultra, where you have to do a downright dash, cancel the dash with a jump off of a zipper, cancel it off of the zipper, and then later get the ultra boost by jumping on the ground. Like, that is a delayed ultra. You delay getting the ultra boost by doing a dash cancel. It's not a classic delayed ultra, but it is a delayed ultra. But why is that one not, but that one's not, like, what you call classic. Like, most delayed ultras, I would call, like, definitely virtuosic level 10. Like, any delayed ultra on flat ground is definitely guaranteed relatively flat. The closer it resembles a normal ultra and can be thought of as just a normal ultra. But, like, for example, in Mob, the delayed ultra you find in the level called Maul, that delayed ultra is one where you do a wave dash into a downright dash cancelled corner boost, which is actually a very similar move to some of the moves earlier in Mob, where you have to do a wave dash directly into a corner boost. This just adds dash, and it's like, it's not that a super hard input necessarily. Like, now there are ways you can abuse delayed ultras, or use them poorly. Like, there are levels that have one, like, the dash to get to the corner boost can easily be frame perfect. Like, that's why my map, it's because of the fact that you are you don't refill your dash, you can buffer. Because you can do the wave dash, and then there's dash crystal that lets you buffer the downright dash for the corner for the corner boost for the delayed ult. Which is honestly, I think, one of the better ways of going about a delayed ultra in a map. CBCL method. Though, like, CBCL's Delayed Ultra is actually just an easy, relatively easy input. Like, the hardest part about, like, the actual CBCL input compared to my map's input. My map's input is much more lenient because I don't require you to get a... Like, CBCL is designed around you getting a 1-frame tap corner boost. Basically. So that you can go through a really tight corridor. Whereas mine is designed around you just holding jump. Which is very blind. Meaning mine is... But yeah, like, I would say that my map, if I want to explore all the mechanics I'm putting in it fully, is a virtuosic map. It will be virtuosic in many respects. Because I want to do some interesting things with crouch climbs. I would love to get to the point where I could include some tricks that are sub-pixel dependent. And I mean, there are some sub-pixel dependent tricks that are taught, that are used in lower difficulties. Not like significantly sub-pixel dependent. Not significantly so. Like, there's the neutral climb jumps for the pixel perfect gaps in Off the Kevin's in the level Narrow Hollow in the expert lobby. They're not like super sub-pixel dependent, it's like 0.1 of a pixel. But like, that's enough that, like, occasionally, if you're an expert level player who doesn't know how to do sub-pixel manipulation, you're gonna go, what? Why is this input occasionally getting eaten? What? Oh, I have to get a big boost there. Why? Okay. But yeah. And also the neutral jump setup per pixel perfect gap, that's also sub-pixel dependent. I think they even mention how to do the sub-pixel manipulation, but I don't think they call it by name in the advanced gym. But they certainly do tell you how to do the sub-pixel manipulation. Which is hilarious because sub-pixel manipulation, the more exact your sub-pixel manipulation, for example, there are ways to make it so that you're basically guaranteed to get the exact same setup for a, so that you always get so you're very likely to get for a C-pop, the guarantee that you get that half the jump be on the second frame. Like, that is genuinely a thing you can do. There's a trick for that. I still find it funny that you can move where the feather spawns, and that is a GM level tech. Okay. Yeah. Like, why is a tech in GM when it's not super hard? Like Chained. Well, basically, it's like Chained Ultras could be expert. They could even be advanced, depending on how they're used. thing is, you can't make an interesting Chained Ultra at that difficulty level, basically. Like, there are ways to have a Chained Ultra be advanced. Like, I would call the Chained Ultra in Glyph that takes you to the, I think, Summer? To the Summer Void Key. I'd call that a pretty reasonable advanced level Chained Ultra. Because it's just a Chained Ultra, no frills, no anything, so advanced. But let's say you want a room that has more than just Chained Ultras. More than just a Chained Ultra. Well, then you can't make it an advanced level. You could maybe make a high expert level with a Chained Ultra in it, but you couldn't do anything interesting with the Chained Ultra and still be expert, in my opinion. For example, Chained Ultra into picking up a jelly. Not something you could do an expert. Do and have it still remain expert. Most such uses of Chained Ultras. What if your Chained Ultra has other tech in the middle? It isn't just the Chained Ultra, it also has back boost. You want to use back boost, or maybe corner boosts. Now, in my opinion, I mean, that's part of why Complex is barely expert. Is like really high expert. Like, there's some interesting things. I mean, there's some interesting things about Chained Ultras. About, like, GMO. Like, Psychokinetic is experts. It's like high expert skill-wise, but it's not designed like an expert level. What? Ah, you bull! Okay, we're gonna do one practice of that to see if we can do a one death. Okay, 2 damage. Okay. But the Psychokinetic is definitely not designed like a Psychokinetic is not designed like an expert level. It's partially just the speed, it's a lot about it. It just feels like a baby GM level. Like, it would fit right in with the green GMs in Strawberry Jam. Like, it's not there for some reason, but, you know... It's not there for a reason. Oh, we might be able to actually stream. I'm back! I'm back! I'm back, I'm back, I'm back! Alright, let's... I just need to check the total berry count. 184, so this is 185. The internet decided to actually work again. I got 5C and 1C off screen. Because I just want to keep playing. So you know what's funny about this level? I had sub 100 deaths when I got in here. Apparently I did much better at this level. But I suppose that makes sense considering I didn't do the late seasides until I'd already done a lot of farewell. So the pre-golden death counts for the pre-golden death counts for a lot of the levels. Like, what is so much lower for this one. It's not lower for 8C and 7C, but that's because those are properly difficult levels. Am I about to do the death of this death list without the golden? Yes, okay. Why did I... Ah, whatever. You know what's funny? There are places that are good for ultras in vanilla, so that's funny. Okay, probably shouldn't have restarted the stream either. Sorry, y'all.
Alva, someone needs to shrink you down and lock you away. Yeah, probably. So that opened that, which gives me another one for this thing down here.
You're pressing them in the wrong order. You have to press the... Only the... Next. Grab it! Grab it! Oh. You know, this is not a puzzle. I might go back 5 since I think I can. Okay, the internet is working. Okay. Finally, the internet seems to be working. And I think it's been working for long enough. So, we're gonna go live again. Okay, let's make sure. So I have gotten a few Goldens, but I have been recording them, so I will be able to upload them to YouTube. Time to learn to do 7C Golden, though. $186 out of 202. This is ridiculous to me. Also, definitely need to learn this level. Definitely. Okay, the first 2 screens of this level are not too bad. This third one's gonna be a pain in the butt to get good at versus goldening it. It's not too bad. Though this is probably one of the few vanilla screens that I would still consider somewhat difficult. Like, actually difficult. Like, most vanilla screens, I don't have any reason to find difficult. Especially the first 2 screens of this level. You know. I mean, it is the nature of anything you do for a while. Like this. Is that stuff that used to seem hard no longer does. You know what? That 5 jump is actually going to be such a savior sometimes. I love it when you can 5 jump instead of wall bounce because it's so silly. Also, apparently you can do the first screen single dash, but that sounds like hell. It'd be fun to do like randomizer at some point. Like, I'm definitely not the skill level that's required for, like, I'm definitely not Celestial skill level or whatever. Like, I'm definitely not that. But I am decent. Okay, this will probably be our first properly hard. I might actually want to switch to a different golden. Because this is actually hard. I want to do them in ascending difficulty, kinda. Oh, that's the right dash. Okay. I love the fact that I'm calling this, like, actually kind of hard, and it's like, eh. I'm probably not going to be here for much longer than, like... Alright, don't just tap jump there. Like, I probably won't be on this screen for too long. Yeah. Some people are like, call the screen, like, advanced, and I'm just like, nah. I think if this was like the last screen of a like an SJ level intermediate map, I would not feel cheated. Kind of like Deep Blue or Midnight Monsoon. Ah, right, okay. Now, this is one of those cases in which I don't have any, like, golden strats for this. I kinda wish I did. Like, some setup, demo dashes. That is actually not that bad. Okay. Yes! Okay. Did the funny. Wait, can you do late ultra here? That's probably a frame perfect dash. That room is so easy to do. That room is easy. Oh. That room is so easy to recover on. Like, that is the easiest room, and that's one of the easiest rooms in all these Seasides I've played. I have not done 3C yet, though. I've done, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Well, 3C is one of the ones I'm saving for later. Honestly, all the 3 sides. I might do 4B sooner. I think, like, 1 and 2B are 2 that I don't think should be too hard. B sides. 1, 2B should be fine. Most of the A sides outside of 7A should be fine. Like, legit, I think 7A is about... Okay, we're gonna do some more practice of that last one, since I think we took a decent number of deaths. And yes, we're not current... Oh, I need to save the have no clue. Okay, I know that you can go under there. I wanted to see whether going under there is actually worthwhile, and I'm thinking... Feels like it could be. Yeah, that seems much easier than going around the top. That seems dangerous. That last bit's easy. Aww. Okay, maybe we try demo there. And first in demoing increases the number of... What the? Ah, blah, blah, blah. This is such a tough room, this one room. This is probably, I don't know if this is probably one of the harder screens in vanilla. Yeah, I've been dying too much to the other strat. I've been dying too much to the other strat, so, no. We're not gonna go do the under strat, we're gonna go over. Okay, so we need to dash basically into the spinners, which is really scary. Okay, that ending's just easy. Okay. Ah, you get it. Oh, there's a change respawn here. Okay. Seven C is properly just really fun to play. Really hard though, but also this first screen is like easy. It's like, what do you do if you fail once? You grab onto the wall and try again. Like, that is so silly. I just realized, like, if you're doing all Goldens, you can do speedrun strats, like, with, what are they called? You could do pause buffers. But if you're doing Goldens for the Golden list, you cannot pause buffer. Intriguing. I mean, it's relatively easy to recover. Yeah, no, that first room has gone easy pretty quick. The second room is a little bit tougher, but not hard at all. And then the third room is just a bit of a pain. But yeah, you gotta love it. It's one of the best screens. I really like having the fact that there's this. Like, this screen is just brilliant. I'm undershot! I didn't hold left. Didn't hold right. I don't know why I didn't hold right, but apparently I didn't hold right. Yeah, this level is brilliant. I love it. Like, is that unnecessary to save like that? But the fact that you can do that is silly. That seems like the type of thing you'd want to know if you're doing like any sort of like larger death list, like all Seaside Goldens, all Goldens. Okay, easy golden. Easy golden! We got the easy golden! We got the easy. Hello, Grandma. It's hard to believe that it's over, isn't it? Funny how we get attached to the struggle. Honestly, you'll take care of yourself, okay? I mean, I've gotten attached to the struggle quite a while ago. 186 strawberries! 1 minute and 31 seconds. 7C Golden kicked in the butt. 7C Golden has been beat. And we have the 137. We're gonna do 8C next, I think. And then we'll switch to A-side Goldens. Y'all. These Goldens are fun. The good thing is the Golden's here. Okay. For the core A and B side, I might actually need like proper strats for these. Actually, I probably need proper strats for these as well. Yeah. Yeah. This might be one of the harder Goldens, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna do this fast. We're gonna do the speed strat here because Lord knows that it's much more interesting to do this speed strat than... Oh, I can go even fast. I have no clue what you're supposed to do. Yeah, okay, let's go slower. Oh, you're supposed to hyper here. Okay. I think you are actually supposed to hyper it here. Because there's no way you do this without a hyper. I don't think. Actually, no, you can do it without a hyper. Okay, going not fast actually helps. That is one of the harder inputs in this entire screen. Okay, I need to land on top of that. Also, one of the sillier ones that does there's actually one input that the bird that you are required to do in Vanilla Celeste that the bird doesn't teach you. Oh. Smuggle a dash to the bumper? Yeah, probably. Hello, welcome in, Mod. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, I see. I see how you do that. You need to do a dream double jump there. Like, that's easy, okay? I suppose you can also do it as a dream hyper, I suppose. They just climb to the top of the first dream block. Yeah, I don't see how you do that. Because you need a dash here. Hello, Zach. How you doing? Today I've managed to get a few different Goldens, though due to internet issues I wasn't able to stream most of them. Wasn't able to stream 7C, though. You had better days? I hope your day gets better. I think the easiest strat for me would be just doing that. Doing a dream double jump there. Okay, then. It's not hyper. Wait, you can bunny hop there. That's interesting. Five AG base, you have 192. 192 is pretty good. Okay, now time to do a save stateless run. Now we have some amount of strats for that third room. Yeah. Currently, don't have many A-side Goldens. 8CG is quite hard. Yeah, seems like it'd be one of the harder ones. The bet, though, it does have the advantage of not being a or B side Golden where I actually have to create strats. Like, as much, like, I still need to create strats, but it's not integral to me actually getting it within a reasonable amount of time. That's gonna be more true once we get to the B-side, the late B-side Goldens. The Hell Trio. 6, 7, and 8G. 8BG. Those are gonna be what is gonna get me. You're close to getting Farewell? That's really good. I really want to get Farewell Golden at this point. 201 out of 202. I mean, that's still pretty good. PB Farewell, Farewell. Meaning, you can get this. You got this. I want to go out. I want to enter from lower to make it so that it's more likely that I actually get the Dream Double Jump. Okay, don't want to get a big boost there. Want to get a small boost there. Okay. That's more like the... That's more like the start of 6CG. Which I got earlier, along with 5C, 1C, and 7C. Yeah. I was just like, I wanted to do something simple thing. Thanks for the alert. Thanks for the good luck. This level is seeming like it might actually be one of the harder Goldens. Though, considering I got 7AG, 7CG pretty quick. But that took a 7C... Oh, that's bull. Annoying. Okay. That was annoying. Need to wait just a little bit longer. Huh, that one doesn't fall when you grab the side. Oh, that's not what I did last time. I need to... Might need to actually create a strat for that section. Yeah, I tried to do that and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it consistently. I've done that strat before though, because that strat's legitimately really fun. Okay, jump later there. Here I'm just like I need to figure out the second half of this room. There's even faster strat that's that the task uses. But that strat requires some interesting momentum preservation from the first. I mean. C task is just unreal? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's do one more run without the golden, and I think you're basically there. I love about that first room is actually kind of easier if you know about wave dashes. I'm learning how to deathless the speed strat. Okay, no, I need to actually get that green double jump. Which isn't too... Green double jumps aren't too bad. Just need to make sure I don't input the... Why did I not jump? I should have jumped. I mean, I've also become a lot better at the game, so... Oh... Compared to the last time that I decided to try and do some goldens. Oh, that... Why did... Oh, I dashed just a little too late. Okay, we're definitely... I think once I get a successful run through this room, I think we're ready to start doing golden attempts. Last one. Wait. I should just grab in the neutral there. Why am I not doing that? Like, that's basically that's the same input as one of the first rooms of Fortress Fall. So just grab in the neutral. Okay. Okay, that's not consistent, so I'm not gonna... I need to make sure I go for a small boost. Like, yeah, 8C and I think Recon tasks are the two most unreal tasks, because I mean, recon task is silly just because... it's like, you watch it and you're like... Wait, what's with the backtracking? Aww, I need to turn around sooner than that, but not too soon. Maybe going for a big boost strat might actually be smart. But I like that strat better. But yeah, like, anytime you watch a task going backwards, you're like, what type of shenanigans is the task about to do? Brain. Okay, I need to practice that because I want to get the... I want to do the neutral strat because that actually might get me through there a little bit fast. And I might actually be able to keep some stamina. I'm also kind of like, wait, can't you Dream Hyper? But I don't think that's close enough for you to Dream Hyper. I think it's set... Oh, that's why I did climb jumps. Okay, doing it on the second one. Don't want to go too fast there. You know what? Oh, I like my diagonal strat that I did. Just... Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm kinda tempted to do a golden attempt now, even though I know for a fact I'm probably not prepared. Oh. I mean, it's still funny with 8C tasks, the fact that, like, what section is the section that takes the most time? What takes the longest in an 8C task? It's the flipping opening of the... It's the flipping intro cutscene to get all the crystal hearts. Okay. I have no clue how you'd make that consistent. Dying isn't that problematic. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, you know what? Like, I've figured out I have a strat. I don't need to worry about, like, waiting to actually do the golden. I can just go and do it. Okay, that one, I think I need to be in the middle there. And the same is true with, like, 7C, where it's... Though, 7C didn't take that long for me to get to the point where... Like, MO, a lot of 7C is not too bad. Oh, I didn't grab a... I forgot to grab the golden. Apparently. That's not what I meant to press, and... I meant to press this. Ah. That's where you get the trigger to make it so you can't refill dashes. Okay. Oh. I think if I get a big boost, I should do what I did at the end of 8C and do diagonal dashes there. Let's go. Be very, very careful. Ah, didn't get the dream double jump. I think I pressed the first jump too early or too late. Might be too late. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. And honestly, that dream double jump is like, it's one of those strikes where it's like... The main reason I'm okay with this strat is because... it makes the next bit significantly easier if I get a dream double jump. And dream double jumps are not too difficult usually. So I need to actually pay attention to where Madeline is a little bit better to actually get that a little bit more consistent. Oh! Right, if you're too far forward there, that just kills you. Okay. Okay, it's... yeah, no, I need to run an ads. There's no pre-rolls, and I need to take a quick break anyway. I'll be back in just a sec. I'm gonna stretch my hands and such. Refill my water bottle. Yeah, but does Dream Jumping and getting the crystal get me to the last platform with a dash? Because that's my main worry. I want to have a dash at the end there, so that I can dash into the bumper, making getting a specific section side of the bumper a lot safer. You can? Okay, so let's go check it out then. Let's go see if that works. Oh. Yeah, no, that doesn't... I don't see how that works. Because I'm getting too much forward momentum. Yeah, that doesn't give me enough distance. Yeah, no, for me, I think this is... That's probably the strat that I want to go with. Right, then upright, then you jump from there. Oh, okay. That might be slightly more consistent. Yeah, okay. Probably more consistent. That messes up my personal timings for that. Wait, does that mean I have to get the big boost if I do that? Because I don't want to have to get the big boost. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I prefer that because that means I don't have to wait at all. Yeah, my save state's probably not, but... yeah. And I think, for me... like... I really don't quite like that strat. Let's practice the ending bit. And then the diagonal strat. Okay. Favorite last jump? Yeah. I think I've gotten a decent timing for what I need for now. Let's see how well we can do. Core blocks and precision do not mix very well. So I suppose there are ways to make core blocks precise, but this type of core block structure, that isn't too precise. So that's one of the harder parts about, like, ultra difficult. Is the fact that the core block setups are hard to get. And if we win. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm not waiting long enough. Okay. I don't know why I'm being impatient with Dream double jumps. It's just... watch when Madeline's near the end, and then press jump, and then jump again. Like, it's a 5-frame window followed by an 8-frame window. They're not super precise. Also, I wasn't looking at the screen, so there's a reason why that that time I was looking. I'm very distracted by trying to look at chat. I'm really bad at the look at the monitor that actually has the gameplay. Bird tutorials. Focus attempt. Yeah, let's see if I can focus. Do. I think after this, we're gonna be doing the 1 and 2B. The thing is, I think out of the goldens I have left, 1 and 2B are probably the easiest. The main reason I don't want to do 3C soon is because 3C has it's a very interesting first. 3C has a very interesting first cycle. Like, the first cycle in 3C just looks like it would be pain to deal with. Wait, how did I lose so... Oh, because I climbed up instead of just jumping. Okay. I was like, why did I lose that much stamina? Definitely. Ah, held the direction too much. Try a neutral there? Oh yeah, probably should. Probably should. I hate that you can't have a dash there. Because without a dash, getting into a bumper and consistently is a pain and a half. Oh, you butt. I didn't get the dream double jump. Part of it is that I just don't like stalling, so... Based on what I've heard, Etzlek is supposed to be a pretty hard map. I like the fact that I'm trying to distract by talking about other things, but like, Also, Randomizer looks interesting, an interesting challenge. Though, Perfect Randomizer produces some interesting rooms. Watching Nins play them and going, yeah, this is certainly a thing you could do. Especially Perfect Dashless. Because you're like, how is this thing possible dashless? Yeah. It's interesting. I think part of it is that, like, for me personally, Randomizer requires oh, how did I end up in the other one? Oh, right, there are multiple, there's a lot, there's like, what, 16 sides to a bumper? That's so much easier if you do it as wave dashes instead of hypers. Like, I know why it doesn't try and teach you it has wave dashes. I think Randomizer looks at... Oh, right, I forgot. I haven't done exclamation point bingo in a while. Because I'm fairly certain I still need a few more ideas before we can actually... Let's see, how many responses do we have? 11. I'm wondering just how long the bingo will take. I wanted to do a VR-filled bingo for a while. It's more of a longo than a bingo. Though there are certain things that like... Oh, I hit the wrong side of the bumper. I was like, okay, I made it here. I failed the dream double jump, but should still try. Dies immediately. Yeah. I want to do bingo. It was my 100 follower goal. Let's just say that we're quite a ways. We're now like, so. But yeah, I'll definitely need a few more ideas than the current. Very few. Current 11. I think. Hello, Axiom B. I just got this. Okay, sometimes I can play and look at chat, sometimes I can't. But yes, hello, Axiom B. How you doing? Welcome in. Doing the vanilla goldens because I want to do some vanilla stuff. And if you see the bingo thing, please submit any ideas you have for things I could do for a Celeste bingo. I have a decent amount of ideas that have been suggested. I'm waiting until there's 24 ideas on the list before I actually do it. Though, I did meet the follower goal, like, a while ago. I don't finding original ideas. Hey, Avery, welcome back. Yeah. I don't need original ideas, I just need ideas. Like, you can be like, oh, I found this idea when... Why was I trying to talk and play? I found this idea really interesting when watching these people do bingo. Therefore, what if you had to do that? Thanks for good luck, Zai. Welcome in. Could one of y'all bring up the exclamation point bingo? Or, actually, no, I just died. I'll do it. Little Smith ideas. Just, even if it's just like, hey, I found this interesting watching someone else do this while doing bingo. This is, for single-player bingo. And I have no clue how long it will take. Some of the ideas I have already are ones that I know will take a while. My current guess is that, like, bingo is gonna be a week of streams. Like, legit. A week. Okay, I need to really pay attention to the gameplay, but apparently... I suppose this is the one... I'll take a break from this if I don't get it too soon. Since I am getting a little bored of Siege. Yeah. Yeah, let's do something different. I'm a little tired. Thanks for the lurk. Yeah, we're gonna do 2B. I'm getting tired of this. Might actually be like I mean, I have been doing the golden for like a couple hours now. Oh, 2B. I should have grabbed the golden. You know what? Let's do that. Do like see if I can, how far I can go first try. 2B second to last is the hardest room for you. Honestly, for me, the room I'm most worried about, like if this was a speed run, I'd be worried about the B-side room. Like, the B-side room would be the room I'd be worried about, but specifically the cassette room. We've got golden once. I mean, that doesn't seem too hard. 2C is not 2B is not a hard level. Honestly, of all the vanilla levels, I think, for me... Oh, butts. I recovered that somehow. Okay, we've actually made it past the battling section. Okay. Okay, past that battling section. I have no strats for any of these rooms, which feels... I made it so far! And I only died... How far was that? Where did I die? I died... CL5? Nice OB1. Yeah, I'm gonna do this as a one death, just so I can refamiliarize myself with the other rooms. But, yeah, no. I think there's this level's easy. Apparently. I mean, I suppose it is, like, high beginner. Why did I not wall jump? That... Okay. So, 2 death run. 3 death run. You know what? Do the speedrun strat there. Where am I supposed... Oh! I'm supposed to dash down, brain. Oh. Okay, I need to move lower down there. Well, now it's to the hardest screen in the entirety of the... Or at least the one that was one of the hardest, like, gameplay-wise for me first time through. And I need to make sure I still have it that. Right, if you're holding grab, you can't dash attack through. Forgot about that. Okay, we're not gonna do the speed strat here. You know I'm... Oh, right. I'm fairly certain the speed right here isn't too bad. Aww. I really like. Okay, 2B definitely has a curve where the last rooms are some of the harder rooms. Okay, there's no. Okay. Gotta go across there. Wait, no, don't. Okay. Let's go to safe strats. Why did I turn away from the wall without jumping? That one was because I dash redirected. And that one was just because I wasn't paying attention. Just looking over at chat. But yeah, Why did I... Okay. This is apparently a really hard room. Why is this... Okay. I love how unnecessary those walls are. And then the worst screen in the my least favorite screen in the entire game. Ah! I really want to get... Oh, I should have save stated. Yeah. So, this one is definitely a lot easier than 8C. Don't think I save stated, but... I love how creepy the 2B music is. It's so good. Oh, I was I got corner corrected. I knew that was a possibility with my strat. Getting corner corrected like that. Also, I still love the one-way spikes in this game. I'm also fairly certain you're supposed to dream jump there as well, but... I think someone did 2B as far as they could without dream jumps. I don't remember who it was, but I got that recommended in my YouTube feed at some point. Okay, I need to be far enough over that my dash ends before I get corner corrected. Ah! All of it? Ooh, that would be interesting. Wonder what difficulty challenge that would be. The first question is, how do you do that screen? It's the tutorial screen. Oh, I suppose there probably are strats. Oh, I know! You need to get up to where the bird is, I think. And then you have to do like a C-pop. Do C-pops to get underneath, maybe? I would guess that this... You did a few of the rooms, but never finished it. Yeah. If it required C-pops, I couldn't do it, because I currently do not know how to do C-pops. Yeah, it's a C-pop. Yeah. I don't know how to do C-pops yet. Like, I'd like to. Just... Why did I turn away from the wall? That is... I was holding grab. I didn't think that... Oh, I know what happened. I turned around before I grabbed onto the wall. Thus I died. Yeah, I should do like a C-pop learning thing. Learning practice section. I mean, that's how I learned ultras. That's how I learned how to do the delayed ultra. I don't know how easy the... I mean, I'm very chatty but right now, but yeah. I don't know how easy the Mauve delayed ultra. I really want to play Mauve because it looks so fun. It definitely seems like my type of weapon. I think I might actually have a better memory. In many ways of these sides than vanilla. Because my brain is filled with memories. Oh, that was close. Okay, that time I actually did what you're supposed to do, instead of improvising my way out of it. I love the speedrun strat for this room. I'm not doing it because it requires doing a very good little... Don't know why I didn't wait, like, just a few more frames. Did a bunch of C-pops, so you think you did C-pops? I mean, accidental C-pops, especially if you do accidental buffered C-pops, aren't too hard to do occasionally. Buffered C-pops are supposed to be not too bad, supposedly. Like, CBCL has some buffered C-pops. Avian Ascension has some... Though, the thing with C-pops is the problem is you have to make sure that you guarantee that the player always has the same, You were going to go outside today, but then it was all wet. Reasonable. I, too, do not like getting wet. Ah! You know, I thought you were about to make a certain type of joke, but apparently not. Ah! Yes! We're not... Like, there might be, like, some scientific definition of wet, but... the definition of wet I'm going with is the common definition of it's covered in water. Water makes things wet. Yes, and thus it is wet. Besides, like, definitions aren't some strict scientific things. Definitions are based on the consensus of people who speak the language. No, that's using the scientific definition of wet, which we are not using here. We are using the common definition. Found that on the internet. Reasonable. It's a good argument. Because wetness arrives in the interaction between a liquid and a solid surface. Wetness is a property that occurs when water and other liquid comes to contact with the solid object. Yeah, no. That's not what... that is maybe the dictionary definition of wet. But the definition of what I use is, is it covered in water? Is it water? Wet. Beer? Wet. Juice? Wet. All fruit? Wet. All those? Wet. Or moist, or whatever. Moist would be different. Water's moist. Though I could be convinced to not say water is moist compared to water is wet. I can't be convinced that water is not wet. I mean, yes. Though when you describe a human as wet, they usually mean a very different thing that we're not going to talk about. Well, battling. I'm... oh, yeah, I think you're supposed to dream jump or diagonal or something there. But I also wouldn't call a human being wet. My default. I think what's required for a human being to be wet is to be inside like a pool or something. Now, if you're asking like, would I describe water as wet? Probably. Like, I'd probably, if I was like writing a poem describing a body of water, I might use the word wet or moist. Though, poetic convention is somewhat different than, like, default language. What other meaning anyway? I mean, yeah. Yeah, rain is wet, and it makes things wet. It says I'm using rain being wet to mean rain. I think this is technically recoverable. It requires a 7 jump? No, 6 jump. No, a 6 jump. Now it required a 6 jump, but it is technically recoverable. Well, actually, probably it's only just a 5 jump. But like a lot of definitions, the edges are fuzzy. It's also why the thing people get taught where tomato isn't a vegetable is completely ridiculous. Vegetable is not. Okay, so is a scientific term, vegetable. Okay, why did I miss the dream jump when I was trying to talk? Meaning vegetation. But that's not the definition people are using when they refer to vegetable. We're referring to savory plant matter that you eat with your food. So, tomato is vegetable. Same with onion and cucumber and a whole bunch of other things. There's some fruits I wouldn't call, like I wouldn't call a bean a vegetable. But like green beans, I mean those are fruits. And no one goes, green beans aren't a vegetable. Which makes the tomato isn't the vegetable thing even more silly. Oh no, mushrooms are a vegetable, you know. Why did I dash early? Mushrooms be a vegetable. If you're having mushrooms with your meal, the mushrooms are serving the role of vegetable. Or protein. But if you're doing like a vegan or vegetarian dish. I suppose mushrooms can be a vegetable. Not always a vegetable. I mean, the same is true of rhubarb. Mushrooms are a large number of the fruiting bodies of a variety of species. The analogous structure in plants being flowers. They're, culinarily speaking, vegetable. And considering the culinary definition of vegetables the most relevant in most cases. Now, are mushrooms always a vegetable culinarily? No. People, like, you know, there's lots of cases in which, like, people have, like, a fried portobello as their main, which is a different thing than vegetable. But then again, your main can be a vegetable. But yeah. Mushrooms are the fruiting bodies of the organism mycelium. The fact that we think of them as the mushroom as the organism and not the mycelium, even though the mycelium is the organism, is kind of interesting. Worked really well, actually. Well, we got past through my diet in our first golden attempt. I am so glad that Dash Crystal respawns. I didn't turn around fast enough to grab. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good try. Ah. Yeah. Definition, not that, what's the one word? Ah. One book I read, referred to definitions as basically a cloud of meaning. Basically, there are things that are, like, for every individual, what is the prime example of a thing is, like, at the center. Then things that are kind of examples of the thing at the edge, and then things that are technically not examples at the end. Like fish, which, I mean, has historically meant different things. Like, historically, fish was basically all sea creatures, all sea animals. If it is an animal and it lived in the water, it was a fish. Which is why, for a while there, whales were classified as fish. Oh, right, that's the problem. I need to... That room... I need a better strat for that room. Because I keep dying there. Whatever. I have an idea for a better strat that I might try out this time. So. Da 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 da. Yeah, and so like that's why currently whales are not fish, and why many people wouldn't classify with like even if you say fish, won't think of shellfish. Like I would probably consider shellfish like in the within the definition of fish. Like I would think of shellfish and a lot of mollusks as fish, like octopi, that type of stuff. But many other people would not consider that part of the fish category. In definitions being used and words being defined by what people use is kind of like the default attitude in the linguistic community, especially the people who make dictionaries. Specifically in English, the attitude towards that the official organizations have towards the language evolving is varies. Like the French Academy really doesn't like French changing. No, it depends on the politics associated with the language. Like French doesn't add new words to the dictionary very often because French is a managed language. It is very, like, they have a prescribed, this is the correct French. Whereas English does not have that. In fact, it's neither does Spanish or a whole bunch of other languages. It's like, all languages work just like English does, it's just whether the people in charge of like, maintaining some of the standards will think that it is a different story. The other thing is what people often mean by grammar is style. Yeah, and like the French dictionaries are probably maintained by different people than the dictionaries we're using. Yeah, because some French dictionaries might actually follow the linguistic definition of a word, which is, you know, morpheme, standalone morpheme that a lot of people would use. Okay, I need to stop. I need to like stop playing for a little bit because I cannot play and talk apparently. Like most English dictionaries, follow how people talk currently. Oh, an equivalent of them singular. Ah, okay. I mean, a lot of languages lack them. They're like, some languages, you know, have done their best to add them. Like Swedish, they have a neologism that they use as their singular neutral pronoun. That's become default. Some varieties of Spanish have AA, spelled E-L-L-E, for a neutral third-person pronoun, neutral singular, based off of, other ones. I'm trying to think. But, like, that's the thing. Sometimes you need a neologism to reflect the range of human experience. I mean, English had... Oh, right, you can't buffer that if you do that. Apparently. That's interesting. Ugh. Yeah. And that's why, like, for a lot of non-binary people, what you do for figuring out the in-between for French is you listen to the consensus of non-binary people in France. In Quebec and all the other places that speak French. You just look at their consensus, and that's what you add to the in English. Common use, yeah, and then now you have a consensus. So then, why not add it to the dictionary and to what people are taught, because it reflects the full range of human experience. Honestly, it'd be kind of nice if English had its own, like, neutral, actual neutral singular, but then again, they has been the third-person neutral singular for a very long time. Since literally Middle English. Like, it's been, the singular they was used by Shakespeare. So anyone who argues against it has no real basis in has no historical basis. I mean, the same argument can be used for ain't, and ain't is definitely a very common word for me to use. Yeah, it was used by doctors back in the day. Well then, it has historical basis. So it's not just like... So it's like, you have two reasons to use it. One, non-binary people have decided that this is the consensus pronoun for, like, the standard third person, singular, neutral. I mean, French, like all languages, has things it's worse and better at. Like, that's the thing with all languages. Honestly, the worst thing with French is a simple... I really think that the Academy, the French Academy that determines what is standard French is really stupid. Politics is awful, yeah. I just think that the entire existence of that academy is stupid as heck. Like, at least most other language academies, at least, you know, try to reflect the actual use of the language. Like, the French one does not. They don't reflect the actual use of the language. And based on everything I've heard, apparently, like, Parisian French is nothing like standard French. Yeah. But, like, France has many benefits. And, like, for workers. Specifically worker-wise, like, the fact that... Which can be inconvenient, having a population that's very willing to strike, but... You know. I mean, universal healthcare, pretty good. I'd like that. That's it. I mean, yeah. Like a lot of countries. But you also actually have unions for more jobs than we do in the United States. Ah, I didn't buffer the down dash. Okay. No, I need to sit down in the toilet and also rest my voice, so let's find someone to raid. Who am I following? Who's live? Yeah, it's rated mod. Yeah, pretty well. Yeah. We'll definitely be getting this next time. I think I'll continue this after Elden Ring next Wednesday. If I can stream next Wednesday, of course, because my siblings are getting off of school. Which is gonna be fun. So that I can actually hear when we raid, and let's raid. Bye.